So part of my mission is the MTC. So I guess missionaries now that are coming from the U.S. go straight to the MTC in Mexico, and then our mission president just goes and picks them up. So you could be called to, your first area could be the MTC and just the area around it. So the area around it is very strong. Like there's a lot of members there, and there's a lot of members that have been members for years, and like their parents have been members, and the rest of the mission isn't really like that. Most of the wards are made up of converts. Everybody in your ward will be a convert except for like maybe one family that's grown up in the church. So most people are Catholic. You'll come across some Jehovah's Witnesses, but most people are Catholic and they don't practice it. So so when you say you want to talk to them about God and about Jesus, they'll be totally willing. And when you teach them about our church, they will say that that's exactly what they believe. So that's kind of hard because they think that you're just teaching them the same thing that they've always believed. They don't see a need to change. In my mission, it's really small. I think it's like the second smallest mission, but there are a ton of stakes and a ton of wards. And in each ward, it will have, like on the ward roster, there will be like anywhere from 500 to 800 people, but you'll have probably 50 to 100 people go to church every week. And it's really hard to get people active again because a lot of them got baptized just right away. But it's really cool because it's kind of like you're teaching the lessons almost for the first time because they never really got to feel it the first time. So it's actually a lot of finding members that have gotten baptized and then getting them back to church. I think if I could go back and know something now, like know something then that I know now is definitely that you should just love people and understand where they're coming from. Because a lot of these people it's really hard for them to make this change. Like a lot of people have huge struggles, like they've been living their life one way their whole lives, and they really want to make a change, but it's hard. So I wish I would have been more patient with people and understood that, like, even though me as a missionary, I'm focused on the scriptures and feeling the Spirit every day. I wish I would have realized that it's not like that for everyone else. Now I can understand and see that that it's hard to get to the temple, it's hard to get to church, but I just couldn't get that. I couldn't understand that when I was on my mission. So I think I would have been able to help more people if I would have been more patient with them. So I started my mission in December of 2013, and I finished in June 2015. I served most of my mission in the state of Mexico, not actually in Mexico City, and that was Villa de las Flores, which was the stake in the area Rinconada, and I was there for like almost 9 months. So I served most of my mission in Rinconada. They were awesome. They loved me so much and I loved them so much. They became like a family to me, and they always joked that like I was going to live there forever. And then after that I went to a part of Mexico City called Linda Vista. The ward was called Progreso Nacional or Nacional Dos. And that was a lot different. It was a little bigger. It was closer to the city, and the members were used to elders instead of sisters because the sisters were new there. So we were working on making a relationship with them and getting them to help us. And I was only there for 2 transfers. And then after that, I went back to the state of Mexico to Coacalco. In the area Granjas, and that area was huge. We had 2 other companionships in that area of elders, so we had that split up into 3 areas inside of that area. So that was a lot harder because we had to give some references to the elders, but the members there were great too, and I loved that area too.